Okay, here's a really fun kind of descending bass line where you're going to keep the chord constant, but you're changing the bass notes around it. And the example is going to be based off a Cure song called Love Song. And what I'm doing here is I'm starting with C minor. And basically my pattern is, although you can adjust this, I'm going to go bass note, and then I'm going to go to the second and third strings. So I'm plucking bass, treble, treble. So it looks like this. But again, you can adjust that however you like to. So what's going to happen here is when I play that last one, I want to change my bass note. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to physically shift my fingers before I play that last chord. Right here, instead of playing that, I'm going to shift before I ever get there. Okay, so watch this. So you can't hear it, but you can see I'm shifting right there. And that enables me to have my pinky available. So right there, what I'm going to do is shift over, and I'm going to play the 6th fret of the 6th string as my bass note now. So I have... Sorry, I'll add that bass note. Okay, now I want to go to... And I don't have to shift early to get there because when I get done here, I can shift over. So I've still got that same C minor sitting here, but I've got this B flat, or excuse me, A flat in the bass right here. So I have... Now, if I don't like the sound of that, how it kind of jumbles from here, to try and jump over, if it feels too rushed, I could actually shift early like this, like I did on the C minor. And I could shift over and then play it. So again, you have a couple of options there, but it's just something different to think about if you've never thought about that before. Sometimes we always think we have to stay, and then we got to shift over, and then there's a gap there. Well, we don't. We can actually shift early. And then I'm going to go to a G7 chord. And that there's nothing I could do about, okay? So, shift, shift, and then I got my G7. Now again, please understand, you can shift early like I'm doing, or you can shift at the end. It doesn't matter. It's just if you've never thought about it before, it's worth taking some time and go, oh, that's kind of neat. I didn't realize that you could do that. So I'm intentionally putting some space right there. There's not much I can do moving from the C with A flat in the bass, or C minor with A flat in the bass, moving to the G7. That I'm going to have to deal with, okay? Unless, again, I decided to skip something, or, you know, change something about it to make it a little more fluent. That would be okay too. Now, the one thing that does save me right there is the fact that I can go to my bass note first from here, and then I can add the rest of my chord on afterward. So it makes for a nice descending bass line over a C minor. Plus there's a few little tips and tricks in there that can help you in deciding between this lick and anything else that you're doing, whether or not it might help to actually move a little bit early and prepare yourself for the next movement.